What's up, guys? It's your boy Hokage Puya here, and we're back with an Iran World Cup qualifying preview. We're going to be looking the squad Amir Galinoy has chosen this time around. We're going to look at the two games again, like last time. I'm here with my boy Darren. He's going to give us that breakdown. I'd say he, like I said last time, he probably knows a little bit more about the team than me at times, because sometimes it's just hard to keep up with all the other teams I keep up with. So Darren's here. He doesn't have a YouTube channel or anything, but
no, I do.
Oh, you do have a YouTube channel. All right. I didn't know you had a YouTube channel, but do you post videos on your YouTube channel?
I just post soccer content whenever I go play or train.
Right.
I record it.
But like,
then
do you do
I'll
like?
there.
Okay, yeah. If you want, I'll put your thing in the description.
Yeah, I mean, go see some left-footed bangers. I mean,
all right. Yeah, I did. Yeah,
you
I
have
didn't
a
know.
bad left foot.
I didn't know he posted on his YouTube. Yeah. But yeah, Darren's here. Like last time, we're probably gonna be doing this every time before Iran's games. So I'm just gonna pull up the squad list. It's gonna be in English for anyone who doesn't know how to read Farsi. We're not gonna go through every player. It's just gonna take too long. We're just gonna go through our standards. Who is well, let's start with who's not on the team. So I think the only notable miss I think is Osmun, and Osmun, like always, I think Osmun's just injured. That pussy ass Osmun is just injured. So I don't think anyone else is missing, unless I'm mistaken.
Missing.
Who are we missing?
We're missing some guys. So I'll start off from defense to midfield and offense. So on defense,
we're not missing any goalies. Beran Van's there, Niazman is there, Hosseini is there,
but
and
we have 4 goalies again. That's
I don't get the 4 goalie thing. Yeah, let me just say, bro, Galinoy is retarded. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, he's so anyway, bro. He's such an idiot. Why do you need 4 goalies if you're just gonna play Beran Van both times? It's crazy. I don't know what's wrong with him, but anyway, so we're not missing anyone in goal though.
I mean, we're taking up extra spot, but he did call up the right goalkeepers, except for Khalifa. I mean, he's 20 years old, but if he's not going to get playing time, then what's the point of him being there?
Yeah, like fuck off, Galinoy. Like, what are you doing? But anyway, defense. There's Mohammadi, Nurafkan, Nemati, Khalizadeh, Agassi. I don't know anything about Agassi. I'm guessing he's a younger, new guy. Porlaganji. What was that?
I think he's on Tractor Sazi.
But is he young? Because this is the first time I've seen him called up. I've never.
No, he is 28 years old and he already has 1 cap with Team Melli.
Okay, like he had 1 cap, so I don't know anything about him. Porlaganji, we know Hasbavi, Hardani, and Maharami. Who's missing in defense?
I mean, finally we got to see Majid Hosseini get called up, and he's been having a good second half of the season with his club team, and I don't know how to pronounce the name of his team, but he's been having a good second half of the season, playing good minutes, playing 90 minutes fix. And he was called up and then he got injured. So yeah, so they removed him.
Who got injured?
Majid Hosseini. And we're missing Kanoni.
Is there Kanoni? I think there was a reason for him missing.
Okay, but there's one player who got called up here that I am incredibly happy to see, Mortaza Porlaganji.
Yeah, Porlaganji, yes.
I mean, he tore his ACL before the Asian Cup, so this is his first time back on the national team. So I'm definitely excited to see him there. A lot of people thought he was done, but no, I still felt like, on the national team, this guy performs. Like,
ACL does not mean you're done. Like I don't know why people always overreact. Like, bro, a lot of players come back from ACL. Like,
I'm almost recovered.
Yeah, this guy tore his ACL and he's almost recovered. Like,
I'll be playing soccer next month.
And like, Iranian people are just dramatic by nature, bro. So like, Porlaganji's done. He's never gonna play for Team Melli again. Shut up. Like, I made a video before, like a couple months ago. Iran fans just over dramatize everything. Like, he'll be back. He's still relatively young too. Like, he's not 35. He's not an unk who just tore his ACL. He's not a fucking unk that tore his ACL. Let's not like get all sad about it. Like, he'll be back. It's not.
And we have Moharami back too. He tore his ACL in the last Asian Cup.
During the Asia Cup.
Yeah, the Asian Cup, and so that's good to see him. But he just left his club at Dinamo Zagreb. His contract ended. He didn't really pay much this season.
Yeah,
but so he's a free agent for now. So, and Arif Agassi. He just won the league with Tractor Sazi. He left the club. So those are 2 free agent players currently. Again, why are we seeing Shoja Khalizadeh? I mean, like, Is he like Galinoy's like best friend, or is he like his agent or something? Because
He's blackmailing him, bro. He has Galinoy's nudes on his phone, bro. Like he has
I
dirt
mean,
on Galinoy. I'm telling you right now.
we saw Kholizadeh, what he did last against Uzbekistan. You could clearly see his mistakes
Holizade.
and
Yeah,
bad
he's holy.
positioning.
He's
It really
Holizade.
cost us. And honestly, like, yes, he's brave. He plays 100% from his heart, but like, I don't mind seeing him in the squad list. But the fact that we're using him every single game, 90 minutes fixed, like
It's
this man
stupid.
is playing at least 95% of the Team Melli games. And it's
We were
just
supposed
crazy
to move
because
on. We were supposed to move on from him after Asia Cup.
no,
Like,
it's good to have the experience. But
yeah, but I'm
again,
saying like for the next World Cup, we're supposed to move on and not have these old ass guys that consistently fuck it up in the biggest moments for us gone, bro. Like, get
I
out of the
mean,
team, bring the fresh guys in. But now we're a year away from the World
but
Cup.
Kanoni, what do you think of Kanoni not being there? I mean, we see Nuraf Khan. I don't like that. Yeah, but Kanoni not being there, I think, is a loss. I mean, again, these games don't really matter because we already secured our spot to the World Cup. So this actually gives other
Yeah, but
players.
that's what I'm saying. Was there like I don't think Kanani was not called up for performance reasons. No, like there's a
I think he's trying to test out other players because he did
yeah.
call up Agassi. There is Namati there who I like. There is Amin Hasbavi. So I want to see Amin Hasbavi and Mortaza Pourali Ganji start both those games.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
And
And then
left back, right back.
get Moharami his first minutes for Team Melli because bro, honestly, Moharami was gonna be our best player at Asia Cup. Like he played those first he was so good in those first 2 games. He was so
He
good in
played
those group before.
yeah, he played 2 games, but yeah.
Yeah. Technically he got injured in that second game, I think it was, right?
It was against UAE. No, it was the third game. He didn't
Third
play in the
game, yeah.
second game against Hong Kong.
Yeah. So he played 2 games and he got injured in that UAE game. But
Yeah.
he was like our best defender at Asia Cup
Yeah,
before
it
he
was a
got injured.
huge loss. I mean, when we lost him, I mean, it really affected the team, and we paid the price somewhat.
Yeah. But also someone I just realized missing here is Rezayan. Now, again, I think we talked about it last time. Rezayan wasn't called up last time either. Personally, I don't see why. I know the old guys need to be pushed out, but I want the old guys that don't perform pushed out. Rezayan was always a guy, again, I'll keep saying, always, bro, he's last 2 World Cups, probably our best defender last 2 World Cups. 2018 World Cup, 2022 World Cup, probably our best defender in every single group match. Six World Cup games, our best defender in all 6 World Cup games. So yes, he's older now, but because Moharami is gonna be our right back, right? If he's fully fit, he would be our right back, right? If he's fully fit, I understand Moharami over Rezayan, but what if Moharami is not getting back to his full form? I personally trust Rezayan at World Cup 2026, even at whatever 30 plus years old he is right now. I personally still trust him.
I
Honestly.
mean, Rezayan, again, I'm an SLL fan, so honestly, I'm not trying to be biased here or anything, but Rami Rezayan definitely deserves to be called up. I know SF Lille had a really poor season, except for the very end where they won the Hasbi Cup. So now they qualified to the Asian Champions League, but the second level. So, they went from a terrible season to a sweet ending. So,
Yeah.
and Rami Rezayan has been very key for the entire season for us. I mean, yes, they've been pretty garbage, but he's had pretty good stats. He was even their top scorer, even
He
playing as a
scored
right
10
back.
goals in the league this year. 10 goals.
10 goals or something. And then I think he had like 18 to 20 goal contributions, which is
Yeah.
pretty good
Crazy.
for a right
Yeah,
winger.
bro. Like, why is he not getting it's just
I
and
mean,
then Kholizade gets called up. It's whatever, bro. Let's
but
move on to the midfield. Gayedi's
oh,
there. Godos, Cheshmi, Ezatullahi. The main guys are there. Mohebi is there. New names I'm seeing that we don't typically see play is like Gorbani is still trying to establish himself in Team Melli. Hashem Nejad is still trying to establish himself. Maybe these guys will get some minutes. We'll talk about that. But anyone missing? I don't think anyone's missing from
well,
midfield.
we had a lot of injuries in this position. But okay, this is funny. I'm seeing Aria Yusufi as in the midfield spot, but he can play as a right winger, right back. So I guess so. We technically have 3 right backs.
Yeah, I thought he was in the defense last time, right? He was in the
Well, yeah, but I think in
He's
Sepahan he
versatile.
plays as a both positions. So like,
Yeah.
but Ruzbek Cheshmi also is there. I mean, he can play CDM and center back.
Yeah, I don't mind Cheshmi. Cheshmi's a good
Okay,
squad guy to have.
I
Senior
have bad
squad.
news. Okay, so Mehdi Raidi, on social media, I just saw he was on crutches, and according to the Iranian media, it says he's going to be injured for 1 month. So
Which is fine. Like we don't need him for
I
like we
mean,
already qualified.
but think about it. This puts us in a very interesting spot, or this puts Galeno in a very interesting spot because now he is forced to use new wingers. Because right winger, we didn't have Jalbach and Golizade did not get called up because they're injured.
Yeah.
So now we're going to see 2 new wingers play. I mean, it sucks that Golizade is not there because I would have, and Mohabi's injured too. Mohammad Mohabi.
Mohabi's out. Okay, so now you have to use all the new guys. I'm
Okay, so
fine with
this
that.
is good.
This is good. This is good. Mohabi, fuck up. Like Mohabi, we already know Mohabi's going to be starter at the World Cup. I already think Mohabi, you don't need to prove yourself. He is one of the best guys. He will be starting at the World Cup. We know that. Gayadi, probably going to be starter at the World Cup. We don't need these guys to prove themselves. But for someone like a Jahanbakhsh, who is kind of getting older now and is on and off for the national team in terms of performance, all right, some of these guys who are going to get game time now, make a name for yourself, bro. Like, do something.
Okay, so Mehdi Hashem Nejad is a right winger from Traktor Sazi. Really good season with them. He won the league, and he's 23 years old. So
Young, yeah.
I don't know if he's. I don't think he's been capped. Has he? Oh no, he
He was
has one
called up
cap with the
last time,
national
but I
team.
don't think he played.
He has one cap, but I don't remember him playing. But his name sounds familiar, but I haven't heard much about him in the past. But now I know a bit more about him. So I think he's going to be a starting right winger. Now, the starting left winger, I mean, what position is Moha? Wait, actually, I feel like Arya Youssef is going to play right winger, and then Mehdi Hashem Nejad is going to play left winger.
Yeah, I mean,
Or we have
whichever.
Hossein
Like the
Zadeh.
fact that we're gonna see new faces start is just fine with me. Like
We have
that's
Hossein
all I
Zadeh.
want.
No, we have Hossein Zadeh too. Oh, okay. So definitely start that guy at left wing or
Yeah,
right wing, and I guess the 2 Tracker wingers can start left wing and right wing. I would
yeah,
like to see that.
yeah. I wasn't even thinking about those guys because they're like technically in the attacking
But
list. But yeah,
Mohammad
give
Gorlan,
these guys that were not getting starts, start. If I see Moranu start, I might be, no, I will be Galanoy out if Moranu starts any of even the North Korea game. Moranu should be the last guy. Even Khalifa, however you say his name, the 4th string goalie, he should be above Moranu in terms of game time. Like Moranu shouldn't even be here. Let's just move on to the attack. Like Osmun is the only one missing, but yeah.
no,
Hossein,
we got some players missing in attack too.
who?
Saeed Sarkizan. Why are we not calling up the guys who play in Europe? Okay, I understand if you don't want to call up Dennis Eckert because
Yeah,
he's not an Iranian citizen. Okay, fine. You don't
but
want to go to
Syed
Europe
Manish.
and recruit Iranian players or players with Iranian descent. But Saeed Khizan is an Iranian citizen. He literally played in the Iranian Pro League for Malavan or something. He plays in Russia now. Had a decent season for a young guy. So call him up. Give him a chance. I mean, these games don't really mean a damn thing to us right now because we already secured our spot. So, yeah, I mean, I don't understand why he's not being called up and the bum Shahryar Moganlu is being called up. And the funny thing is this guy's being benched in his team. And he didn't get called up for the last game, the last 2 games. So
Yeah.
this is kind of random because, I understand Osmun's not there. So he had a bigger chance of getting called up. But still, I mean, I saw some
Even let's be honest, maybe Taremi doesn't need to be here, bro. Taremi just rest. He's gonna go
no,
play. He's gonna go play Club World Cup. Like, bro, just rest. Let him be, bro. Like Taremi doesn't have to be here, man.
but you know why Mogan? But I was gonna say Mogan. I saw some websites where like announcing the predicted Team Melli lineup, and on
Yeah.
attack, I saw it say Mohan Lu is. They're predicting Mohan Lu is going to start. I want to see Ali Alipur play. I think this is a perfect opportunity to really give Ali Alipur good minutes, because he's a player who I feel like has been robbed, not in a bad way, but it's just been unfortunate for him because Iran's attack has been so strong. So he never really had a chance of breaking into that first team lineup, in the starting 11. But I would have still liked to see him
He
on the
played
bench.
1 minute last time against UAE. He came off the
I
bench for 1
know,
minute.
but I want to see Ali Alipur start. He is a decent player. He makes an impact. He has flair. Amir Hossein Zadeh can also play there, but I would much rather see him as a left winger than right winger Mehdi Hashim Najad. Even someone Godus might play left winger. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that because you want some senior guys out there with experience. Like playing Godo's fine. I don't mind.
Javad Hossein Najad. Yeah, I'm glad.
Hossein
Yeah,
Najad. I want to see more from Hossein Najad.
but I don't
Hossein
know what
Zadeh
his
and Hossein
position.
Najad, I hope they get more minutes, honestly.
What position does he play? I mean, I don't know. Like, okay, let me see. It just says he's a midfielder, but I think he's like a number 10 or like a number 8 or something like that.
I mean, I don't know, but like when it comes to because he plays in the Russian league,
Same role as
he can play
Godus.
winger. Like he can play winger. Like why not try him out at wing? I think he is more of a 10. He's more of someone like where Gaidi plays in the 10 position, but give it a try, bro. Like we have injuries. Let's see, because let's be honest, when you play winger in a game, like you're not necessarily always on the wing. You can switch positions with the player, find spaces in the middle. Like you don't necessarily always have to be a straight winger, down the line, touchline winger, take your fullback on. So I want to see Hossein Najad play. I want to see Hossein Zadeh play as well. And like you said, Alipur also. I think he has like 12 goals for Persepolis. He had 12 goals in the league this year.
He's one of their top scorers ever, like in their history.
No, I know, but I'm saying just this season in the league, I think he had like 12 goals.
Something like that. I mean, he had a decent season with Persepolis, so
He didn't have the
again,
strongest personally, like only 12 goals, but
he
still,
had 12 goals and then 15 goals in all competitions. But
yeah.
again, that's better. I mean, Mohan Lu, a guy.
Let me see
I
how
don't
many
know
goals
why.
Mohan Lu scored this year. Don't tell
If
me. Don't
Mohan
tell me.
Lu's okay, I want to say something.
Hold on. Don't tell me anything. Hold on. Let me see this guy. Wait, how do I spell his name in English? Mohan.
MOG. I'm on the website for national.
8 goals. 8 goals, 2 assists. Wow, Mohan Lu, you're so good. You're so good, bro. 8 goals, 2 assists as a striker. Fucking embarrassing. Get the fuck out of my team, bro.
How was this guy the top scorer in the Persian Golf Pro League last season? That
Mohan Lu?
really irritates me.
Mohan Lu, yeah, because bro, Persian Gulf Pro League isn't good either. So let's just be honest. Persian Gulf Pro League is behind Saudi League in Asia, is behind J League in Asia. It's probably level with Qatar League, Qatari Stars League. It's probably on level with Chinese League, actually. Chinese League is probably level with them. Actually, no, Chinese League has lost a lot of their stars, so probably Persian Gulf Pro League is actually better than
I mean,
Chinese
the
League.
Iran League is decent. Come on. I mean, I don't. I mean, of course, it's not the.
But in the Champions League, in the AFC Champions League, bro, the Saudi teams and the Al Ahly, for example, those types of teams, they always lose to those big teams.
I think next season will be better because in that competition, because if you remember, a lot of the Iranian teams they couldn't play at home because they were remodeling the stadium, the Azadi Stadium. So that gave them a real big disadvantage. So they didn't have any home games. So
in my opinion, deal with it. But whatever. When you're looking at this team, though, probably throughout all these players, who is like 3 or 4 players you want to see get minutes? 3 or 4 players you want to see.
If I had to pick 3 or 4 guys, I mean, okay, so on defense, actually on goalie, honestly, I want to see Hosseini, and Payam Niazman both play one game. I mean, again, Bayron Van, yes, he will be our starting goalkeeper, but honestly, we already secured our spot. And Hosseini is a reliable goalkeeper. Give him a shot. Payam Niazman just moved to Persepolis, so he's the new Persepolis goalkeeper. He left Sepahan. So, yeah, give him a shot. He's a decent player. And defense, I mean, we all want to see Sadiq Morami play,
Yeah.
but also I want to see. I don't mind Ali Nemati playing. I mean, when he first played and I saw him, I underestimated a little bit because I didn't know him too well, but he did a decent job and he's a good option to have. He's a good player to have. I want to see Pirali Ganji play as well. I mean, I think Pirali Ganji has been one of the best center backs on Team Melli for like the last 10 years. So, and it's just crazy how good he was. I mean, he had a lot of potential. He didn't really reach his potential, unfortunately, due to injuries and money, Qatari money, bad injuries, but he still performs for the national team. So I can't really complain. On the midfield, I mean, let's see. Amir Mohammad Razak Nia. This is the second time I'm seeing his name here. I kind of forgot who he was. Where does he play? Does
He
he
won't
play
play.
in?
I'll just tell you right now, he won't play anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Okay,
Like,
I mean, I think he plays on Malavan. Who else is there? Oh, Mehdi Hashim Nejad. I want to see him. I heard good things about him in the Iran Pro League. So, and so definitely give him an opportunity. Mehdi Mohebi, who is that guy? I thought that was Mohammad Mohebi.
no, Mehdi Mohebi is Mohebi. That's Mohebi.
No. This is a different Mohebi.
Wait, what?
They have similar names. Because this guy is Mehdi Mohebi. The Mohebi who we know or who shines with Team Mehdi is Mohammad Mohebi.
Wait, what the fuck?
Remember, I said Mohebi, like Mohammad Mohebi, the guy who scored against Japan. He did not get called up because he got injured.
So Rostov Mohebi is Mohammad Mohebi. This Mohebi is Mohammad Mehdi Mohebi.
Yeah, this guy's Mohammad Mehdi. So they have similar names.
Mohammad Mehdi Mohebi, who's from Sepahan, plays at Sepahan. 7 goals this year. I thought that was the other Mohebi. I'm stupid because literally it's Mohammad Mehdi Mohebi, not Mohammad Mohebi.
What do you think of Mohammad Karimi?
I need to see more. I need to see more, which is why the whole point of this video today, the whole point of us talking is like, I think we both agree, play the unknowns, play the guys that don't play often, just see what happens. We already qualified for the World Cup. There is no difference if we finish first or second. Now, we don't want to lose the game.
First. I don't want us to finish second. I mean,
but I like the only downfall of if we were to lose both games if we went experimental is that if we lose 2 games in a row, our FIFA ranking might drop, and that affects that affects our maybe like our pot position for the World Cup draw. That's the only reason we would want to really go for and win both games, so we keep our FIFA ranking, because they base the pot selection and everything with the FIFA ranking. So we don't want our FIFA ranking to drop. But I think even with our B team, if we were played an A/B team, we should beat North Korea. We should for sure beat North Korea. And then Qatar is a team that's still desperate to try and maybe sneak automatic qualification over Uzbekistan. So they're going to be fighting, and they're going to actually go try hard against us.
They have a new coach.
Yeah, they have a new coach. I know that. So we'll see how they bounce back with a new coach as well with Qatar, but they're going to be fighting to try and get the automatic qualification. Maybe if we play an experimental team and they go full strength, we lose. But we know Iran will literally beat Qatar in every competition besides Asia Cup. So I'm confident against Qatar.
According to the FIFA website, their new coach, Julian Lopetegui, as you guys know.
Lopetegui, former Real Madrid manager, former Spain manager, former Sevilla. Former everyone.
West Ham, Wolves. Okay, he says that he's confident that he's going to get a good result against Team Melli, which honestly, it makes me laugh from his comments. I mean, no offense.
Bro, you don't know anything about Asia Cup, Asian Federation. Like, what the fuck is he talking about?
I don't know why he all of a sudden now thinks, oh, I can get a good result against Iran. I mean, Qatar just lost 3-1 to Kyrgyzstan the last game. They drew 2-2 to North Korea, and North Korea had 10 men. So
embarrassing.
That's very embarrassing. Exactly.
Yeah,
and I feel like Qatar is a one-man team. I mean, I will consider them as a one-man team, just like South Korea.
Akram Afif, sorry, not Akif. Akram Afif. That guy Afif, bro. Oh my god, I can't with that
He
guy.
played in Europe, but he was actually in Europe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. Fuck Afif, bro. I hate that guy.
I know.
His stupid ass afro. Yeah. But actually, since we're talking about the games already, let me share screen and let's
The
bring up the
game
games.
is we're gonna see Mohanlu play. I mean, the sad truth is we are gonna see him play. I'm just curious to see what the hell he's gonna do.
Yeah, he's gonna play like a bozo. That's what he's gonna do.
I mean,
Here
he
we
can play
go.
at Bozo against North Korea. I couldn't care less.
Yeah.
But don't embarrass yourself against Qatar.
Yeah. But yeah, the Qatar game, you just broke it down a little. I honestly forgot until you brought it up again that Lopetegui's their manager now. I mean, I never rated Lopetegui as a manager. I mean, this guy's to put in perspective how brainless Lopetegui is. Remember, the whole Lopetegui got famous because before the 2018 World Cup, he is taking Spain to the World Cup, but 1 month before the World Cup, he already confirms that he's going to move to Real Madrid as their manager, and then they sack Lopetegui for the 2018 World Cup because of that shit he pulled. And
it
then he
wasn't
went to
1
Real
month.
Madrid.
It
Yeah.
was 2 days before the World
2 days.
Cup.
Sorry, I thought, well, it was in the
That's
month
even
before.
worse.
Yeah, and then right, they sacked him, right? And they brought in an interim coach, and then he went on to Real Madrid and was one of the worst coaches Real Madrid had this century. So that just tells you what kind of a brain
I wouldn't
he is.
say that. No.
No, he was ass.
I mean, he wasn't the best, but I would say we had worse coaches than him.
No, I'm saying Real Madrid coaches.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he wasn't the best Real Madrid coach, but I think we had worse coaches who managed Real Madrid. I
For
remember.
Real Madrid standards, he was garbage, basically, is what I'm trying to say. For Real Madrid standards, he was a garbage manager. Let's just keep it like that. Because he didn't last long at Real Madrid. Like that, just to show you how much of a bozo this guy Lopetegui is, thinking it's a good idea to confirm 2 days before the World Cup that he signed for a club team and he's going to be leaving after the World Cup. Like, brainless. So, like, I don't know what he's out here talking about. He's going to get an easy result against Iran. Now that you told me that, still play an experimental line, still play players that don't play much, but I want to now be Qatar. Originally, I was going to come on here and say, I don't mind if we lose Qatar because who cares? If we play experimental, it's fine. That's the point of experimenting. But now I want to beat them. I want to humble Lopetegui, and I want Qatar to be in that playoff position. Fuck Qatar, bro. I want them to be in the playoff.
If they go to that playoff position, depending on who Qatar draws, they might make it to. They might book a spot to the World Cup.
It
just really depends.
I thought that you just play the other playoff team in your group.
No,
I think they would just play UAE over 2 legs.
I have to look it up again. I kind of forgot, but I think they play teams from the other groups.
I'm not sure. Let me see. How does AFC World Cup quali playoff work? 18 teams are drawn into 3 groups of 6, playing home and away. The top 2 teams from each group automatically qualify for the World Cup. The 3rd and 4th place teams from each group then compete in a separate playoff stage. Yeah. So the 3rd and 4th place team in each group play each other over 2 legs for qualification. Yeah.
Okay, so that's.
Oh wait, hold on. No, hold on. 2nd round playoff stage. The 6 teams finishing in 3rd and 4th place in their respective groups are drawn into 2 groups of 3. These groups play a neutral venue round robin format. The winners of these 2 groups qualify for the World Cup. And then, oh my God, this is so dumb. And then the 2 teams finishing 2nd in the 2nd round playoff stage compete in a 2-legged playoff match to determine which team advances to the Interconfederation playoff. And then the winner of this Interconfederation playoff will then go to the World Cup. So how it works is the 3rd and 4th place playoff teams will be drawn into 2 groups of 3. They're going to do, each team plays each team in those 2 groups within those groups, each team plays each other. The first place from those 2 groups of 3 automatically qualify. And then the 2nd place from those 2 groups play each other. The winner of that playoff then plays an Interconfederation playoff, which I think that means they're probably going to play an African team for an extra spot in the World Cup. That's so confusing. It's so dumb. That's honestly
so complicated, but yeah, I mean,
that's crazy complicated. And you have to think about it, bro. We're in June. Europe hasn't even started their World Cup qualification games. We're in June. There's supposed to be that many more AFC World Cup qualification games. And they usually do the World Cup group stage draw before that summer, usually in November. So all of this has to be done in November, December time. That's crazy. That, in my opinion, that's crazy. That's crazy. Or is it in March? Hold on.
It's
When
random. I mean, the
does
last
the
World Cup.
World Cup group stage draw usually occur? Sorry if we're doing research, but we gotta research mid video. Oh, typically early spring. Oh, never mind, bro. I'm stupid.
It can change. It can honestly change. Like that's what it might say right now, but I think they're gonna pick the groups by November, December of 2025. I have a good feeling it's gonna happen by December.
I don't know. It says 2022 World Cup draw was on April 1st. And
No,
the 2018 World Cup draw was in the spring. No, it's always in the spring. I don't know what I was thinking. I had a completely different. I had a different memory.
I
I'm stupid.
remember. No, I remember the World Cup draw in 2018 and 2014 were like in December.
Wait, hold on. When was 2018 World Cup?
It was like in
draw?
December.
The draw for the 2018 World Cup took place. Oh yeah, December 1st, 2017. Oh, okay.
So
No,
I
I
think
think
it's gonna.
I think this draw will happen in the spring though, because there's way too many games. Dude, Europe hasn't even started their qualification.
Oh no, you're right. I think
Yeah.
right now because yeah, I mean, there's going to be 48 teams in the World Cup, so that's going to be 12 groups with 4 teams in each of those 12 groups. So
Yeah.
that's going to be a long World Cup. I mean, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I don't mind. I honestly don't mind the expansion, to be honest, in my
It's going to
opinion.
get expanded more even in the next World Cup.
No, I don't think after 48 teams you got to stop. Like, it's not the participation World Cup. Like, you still have to deserve to be at the World Cup, but I
I
think
mean,
48 teams is the
64.
max you could take it.
I think
Huh?
they're going to try to go up to like 64.
Nah, I think you see that's where you lose me, because at the same time, I don't want Faroe Islands at the World Cup. They're ass. I don't want North Korea at the World Cup. We don't want India at the World Cup.
Come on,
Nothing
I want to
against.
see India.
Yeah, you want to see India get smacked 9-0 and then they become the brunt of jokes, and then like I just don't. It just don't even
I
let it
think
happen.
48 team is good.
48 teams is good. I think it'll be a good World Cup. People are complaining about the 48 teams, but people are just closed-minded. Like they're afraid of change. So this Qatar game, yeah, after you told me about the Lopetegui thing, I want to win that game. Maybe I don't care if we lose to North Korea, because if we lose to North Korea, who cares? I mean,
No,
if
we cannot lose any of the games. I mean, as much of a disciplined coach as Illinois is, I feel like we're gonna win both games. But the only issue I have with Illinois is just the lack of minutes he gives the players he invites and the lack of substitutions. Like, I think the timing of his substitutions for the most part has not been good. And I mean, in some games, yeah, I think he's made some good substitutions and he was pretty wise about it and it paid off. But there were many times where we could have made substitutions and he just doesn't. And if he does make a substitution, he's gonna bring on a bum like Mohanlu most of the times, as we saw. And I
and
mean,
you're
and then he
telling
would bring Ruzbek Cheshmi, which I mean, I'm like,
you're
but
telling me Mohanlu is reported to start. So I mean, there you go.
I mean, well, he's probably gonna start. I mean, he has a bigger chance of starting these 2 games because Osman is not there, and yeah. Oh, we
Yeah.
might play Colombia actually. That Chile game, I looked online on Wikipedia. It says we might play Colombia. I hope we play Colombia.
That would be, yeah. Colombia is an excellent team right now. Like, that would be way more beneficial for us than Chile, because Chile is literally the worst team in CONMEBOL. Like, why are we playing Chile? Why are we playing Russia? A team that can't even is all competition still because of the Russia Ukraine thing. Like,
But think about it. Would you rather have Team Melli play friendly games against Uzbekistan and Syria? Because we continuously play those teams. I mean, I get sick and tired like every time
yeah,
Team Melli
that's
has a
what I'm saying.
game.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, even though it's Chile,
I would rather play Chile.
Uzbekistan is better than Chile right now. That's the fact.
But
Chile is awful. Chile is bottom at CONMEBOL. They're horrible. I'm telling you, Uzbekistan beats Chile. Uzbekistan beats Russia. I'm gonna be honest, but Uzbekistan beats both these teams, so that's good. The Colombia thing is good. We should be playing teams that can beat us, get better.
I mean,
So
yeah, if you go on Wikipedia and you see Team Melli's upcoming fixtures, it says to be determined, Colombia. I mean, obviously, this is a rumor, so it's not really confirmed yet. But if you go on FootMob, it says we're going to play Russia and we're going to play Chile. I mean, again, I don't mind those friendlies because I want us to play friendly matches against teams outside of Asia. You know, I don't want us to keep playing Uzbekistan, Syria, Qatar. I don't know. I mean, you know, the usual friendly games we play.
The usual suspects, yeah. Like
it's just repetitive. I mean, we keep playing them over and over again. I mean, we're not really learning. We're not really developing as a team. I mean, look at South Korea and look at Japan. They're playing USA and Mexico in October. And we are playing, I mean, yeah, we don't have the best federation. Even Saudi Arabia has good friendly matches. They're playing in the Gold Cup right after these World Cup qualifiers. They're going to play in San Diego on June 15th against Haiti in Snapdragon.
I will not be attending. Sorry, Saudi. I am not.
I mean,
I will not be in attendance. But
no, but my point,
like last time again in the build up to the other World Cup, like Uruguay and Senegal, like we needed those kinds of friendlies. Those are good friendlies to have. Uruguay and Senegal.
You see, we only play these type of friendly matches before the World Cup. Like why can't like 1 month before the World Cup? Like why can't we have these friendly matches all the time? You know, like when we played Uruguay and Senegal, those friendly matches were like it was
like 2 weeks out from the World Cup.
No, those friendlies were like a few months away from the World Cup. So I think we're gonna play some good friendly matches like a few months before the World Cup. I can honestly see it, but like again, we need to see like that's 2 months before the World Cup.
Look, yeah, we played September. The September friendly matches, we played Uruguay and Senegal, which is 3 months out from the
World Cup started in November, the last one. So like a month and a half, but
a month and a half, and then we played. But yeah, before the World Cup, we played Nicaragua and Tunisia. We lost to Tunisia.
That was an unofficial friendly. Like this was like played behind closed doors.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really broad.
That. We opened up our World Cup with a nice 6-2. So, I mean, yeah, with more like that's what I'm saying. If we could get Colombia early on, great. Like, and we should have a full team by then because it'll be after summer break, no injuries probably. Like, that'll be great if we could play Colombia. Colombia is probably the second or third best team in South America right now. Probably second best team after Argentina. They played in the Copa America final and Argentina beat them, but they're probably just as strong as Argentina, Colombia right now.
No, they're really good, Colombia.
That would be a huge friendly. I mean, we'd probably lose. I'm gonna be honest because
I don't care if we lose. I mean,
yeah, that's the thing. Like we'll probably lose, but that's good. Like we should be playing teams that beat us, not Qatar, not like whatever Kenya, like we see on our screen right now, not these.
Let me share a rumor. So there's this rumor on social media that I have seen quite a few times, and I saw it from Shayan. Shout out Shayan. He has a YouTube channel. It's just his full name, Shayan Noor Sean. I believe you know him. And even Art, Twitter, melli Talk. I honestly get all my facts from these guys. I mean, big shout out to them. Really go check out Team melli Talk. So, or even Golbazan. So shout out to them too. Okay, so these guys all like shared a post or like a small paragraph saying that Iran is trying to get rid of Amir Ghalenoui after the World Cup qualifiers and get a foreign manager for the World Cup because they are too embarrassed to get embarrassed at the World Cup with an Iranian manager. And Taremi even believes that we should be having a different coach than Amir Ghalenoui. And apparently Amir Ghalenoui is aware of Taremi's sayings. And he even said that I will not invite Mehdi Taremi to the national team. But the only reason why I am inviting him is because I don't have a choice. He's the best player. I cannot, because even Taremi says I feel like we should get a new manager after the World Cup qualifiers and replace Ghalenoui. But again, we should not repeat our mistakes because let's not forget we sacked Dragan Skocic before the World Cup because he lost the locker room. You know, even Skocic had some issues. He always said that I didn't want to call up Karim Ansarifat for the national team. But the only reason why I have been calling him up is because Mehdi Taremi and Ali Reza Jahanbakhsh said that we cannot play without him. If he's not there, we will not play for Iran. Very simple. So, yeah.
And see, this is where okay, you can This is where you can be unhappy with the managers, Galinoy, Skokic, whoever, Kairos when he was there. These players are annoying. You as a player cannot demand you cannot demand a player Ansari Fard, an old ass Ansari Fard who doesn't do anything anymore,
No, he
to be at the
does.
World Cup. No, Ansari Fard, bro, he was finished. Like Ansari Fard isn't doing anything right now. He's finished.
But this
No
was
one
like 3 or 4 years ago.
What was that?
This was like during the Skocic era.
Yeah, even then Ansari Fard is like he's not going to be a
better than
starter.
Moganlu. Again, I agree, but like I would take Karim Ansari
Yeah, but
right now.
is it worth starting a whole beef with the coach before the World Cup because your buddy isn't in the team? Like, you're a professional. Shut up. The coach makes the decision and play. Like, why are you focused on another man? Mehdi Taremi as a man, the best player in Iran, should be focused on himself and what he's gonna do at the World Cup. Not, oh, my buddy Ansari Fard is not called up. That makes me angry. So, fuck you. Taremi, fuck you, bro. Like, I don't care. Like, screw you. You're the player. Be obedient. Be obedient. Like, there's a rare scenario where the players should speak up and try to overrun the coach when the coach is just truly awful. But like in the case of Skokic, and Skokic, a lot of people call him a foreign manager, but Skokic was in the Iranian Football Federation for years before he got the coaching job. He was with the youth teams for years. I don't know how that happened, like a Croatian guy being in the Iranian Federation for 10, like, the years he was in. But it's not like he was a foreigner that knew nothing about Iran. Bro lived in Iran. Bro knew everything about Iran. And people, because he was Croatian, they already had the agendas against him. Like, it's just tiring, man. Like, sometimes the players just need to focus on themselves and their performances. Like, it's so bullshit. Like, that stuff pisses me off personally as a fan.
I mean, no, I agree, but again, like I'm just saying, like normally I would agree with you, but the thing is, at the time, Ansari Fard was a good player. He's a good squad player. He's a good locker room player. Like I'm not saying like, oh, if he gets invited, he has to start. No, none of that. But as a squad player, he should be there all the time. He makes a good impact off the bench. So, I don't mind that. It's the same with Mehdi Torabi. I mean, but I agree. But honestly, during that Skocic era, there was so much drama. Like, we had so many good friendly matches canceled, not wanting to play with against Iran due to political reasons. And at the end of the day, we saw Skocic losing the locker room, and they sacked him, and then they brought Kairos back, and you saw what happened at the World Cup, this past World Cup, and then we got Galinoy. So if we're really gonna sack Galinoy, like, okay, think about it. If we're gonna sack Galinoy after the World Cup qualifiers, then we need to appoint a new manager ASAP, not 2 months before the World Cup. No, you appoint.
That's the thing, bro. Like, we've already done a whole Asia Cup cycle, a whole qualifying cycle with Galinoy.
Give him a chance.
Just ditch it? Because that's the whole thing. That's why I made a video a while back just talking about Iranian nature. We panic. We're not calm. We're not calm people. We panic. And the reason why we do these manager sackings is because the World Cup draws closer and we want to improve. And all of a sudden, the federation is second guessing their choices. They have no confidence in themselves. And then they go hog wild. They're not true leaders. And they sack the coach and they do this and they do that. Trust yourselves with the decisions you've made and see how it turns out. Because with Skokic getting sacked, right? Now we have no idea. We have no idea how a World Cup under Skokic would have been like when he had been working with the team for, I think it was like a year and a half, 2 years at that time. Now we have no idea. We brought Carlos Queiroz in. Queiroz came with his defensive terrorist tactics, and we saw he just, again, too defensive for Iran with all the attacking quality we had. Too defensive. Skokic was a guy promoting more attacking football, but promoting more attacking play. But now we have no idea how the more attacking coach would have helped us at the World Cup because we didn't trust the 2 years we put into Skokic because we got scared before the World Cup. Shows you the federation is run stupidly.
I mean, our federation, with all the respect, is a bunch of bozos. I mean, if you look at South Korea, look at Japan. I mean, even South Korea is not that good from Korean
South
friends.
Korea recently has been,
No, their
bringing
federation is not that
Lisbon
good
to the
either.
Asia Cup. All South Korea has been sketchy too, but
No. But their federation hasn't been that good either. Like a few Korean friends have been telling me our federation has been pretty garbage, but honestly, it's not as shit as Iran's. But my whole point is like, look at them. They're playing friendly matches against USA and Mexico, both South Korea and Japan. Like, do you think when they play those teams, they're not going to improve as a team? Absolutely. Even if they get spanked, they're going to learn, and that's why you see
I think they beat USA and Mexico. Honestly, like
who.
Korea, I think Korea can beat them.
No, they're going to lose.
I don't
They're
know.
going to lose. South Korea is going to lose. I want them to lose. I'm a big South Korea hater, with all the respect. It's like Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Realistically, when we're looking at Asian federations, the only serious federation is Japan.
I mean, Iran too.
Japan,
It just has to be their day.
but I'm talking about consistency and with their planning, players going out to Europe. When I talk federation, I'm talking about the people who work in the federation. I'm talking about the players. I'm talking about everything. Japan is the most serious, and then Australia is the second most serious.
No, Australia is not that good. They are declining.
I don't know. Australia, for me, they seem more. They're more stable than you have Saudi. They sacked two coaches or one. They brought Irv Renard back. Now Irv Renard is not having the impact he was supposed to have with Saudi to help
He's
them
doing a
get
decent job.
qualification. Indonesia, they have Shin Tae-young. They sack him in the middle of qualifying for a guy with no international experience in Kluivert. Like all these big countries in Asia, they're not
you
really
see what
serious.
Indonesia is doing? Indonesia took one lesson that Team Melli did 10 years ago, and they are using it right now, and they're benefiting from it. Like right now, Indonesia, they're recruiting players with Dutch descent. So they're recruiting a lot of guys who live in the Netherlands or are part Dutch and bringing them to, or even Italians. Like right now, I heard there's a goalkeeper in the Serie A or an Italian guy, and they invited him, and it looks like Kluivert is going to give that guy his debut in their game on tomorrow. So if you see, like, you know how Iran, like, when we brought Reza Vuchanajad, Ashkan Dejaga, Sama Godus, Feridun Zandi, Amir Shapurzadeh, like so many guys with Iranian descent who played abroad, Daniel Davari, Steven Beirashur, like all these guys, like when they came to Team Elite, we benefited big time. Like we did not, like it's not like when these guys came, like, oh, like, well, yes, the only downside about recruiting players outside of the country is they may not be able to communicate too well with the players unless the team knows how to speak English.
But let's be honest. These days, I think everyone on Team Melli knows English. I think a lot of players on Team Melli know English, and if not everyone knows English,
they do not.
The senior guys in the team know English.
No, the senior guys do.
So who cares if you can't communicate? Eckert, Syed Manish, all those other Persian descent guys in Europe right now that we're just ignoring.
Syed Manish is injured again. I don't know, but I don't know what really is going on.
He's not getting called up consistently, and he's playing in Europe. Who cares about the communication? At the end of the day, why do you think for Qatar bringing all those foreigners work? Because at the end of the day, soccer is soccer, football is football. You pass, you dribble, you shoot, you defend. You don't need to know Farsi to organize in the defense. You don't need to know Farsi to know how to play tactically. You don't need to know Farsi. Now, maybe to become friends with the team and get closer with each other. Yeah, maybe. But that's why you have your leaders in the team. Basically, any leader in any national team knows English. That's why you have the leaders in Team Melli that need to bring, when we bring these foreign players, they need to be welcomed by the leaders. They need to be integrated into the team. Huh?
Like our former captain did not know English. He knew Spanish and Farsi, but he did not know English.
Yeah, but but your captain isn't your only big player. A lot of big Iranian players know English.
Like in our team, I know like the players who know English, like the notable players, like Barovan. No, he does not know English. He is too Akhunda. What's his name? Kanoni knows English a little bit. Our coach Talanoy knows a little bit, but he's
Talanoy knows English. I've heard him speak English. It's not that bad.
It's a funny accent, but at least he knows something. So I get credit to him. Let's see. Ezatolahi knows English. Osmu knows English. Godus knows English.
Jahan
Tolga.
Baksh, obviously. Jahan
Yeah,
Baksh.
John Bach has a very good
He's
accent.
the
Like his
best
English
English
is very good.
speaker for Team Melli. He's the best. He's the best.
Taremi knows English, but his
Army
English
knows-
is shit.
Yeah.
Who else?
But still,
Ivy.
that's all you need to say. Ezatolai, Kanoni, our coach, Galanoi, Taremi, Osmun. These are the big boys of the team. They speak English. So a Dennis Eckert who knows zero Farsi, let's be honest, Eckert does just knows how to say salam and merci. That's all Dennis Eckert knows how to say. That's all you need, bro. Salam, I'm Dennis Eckert. Pass me ball, I score for us. I make us better. That's it. That's all we need, to be honest, bro. We don't need pure Persian blood. We don't need that. Because, we have consistently passed up on good players and denied them from being bigger stars in Team Melli. What? Because they don't have 97% Persian blood from the Persian ancestors of the Persian Empire? Come on. Let's not bullshit ourselves. Like,
I mean, let me question this. I mean, so let's say we have a guy with, because we have some Iranian players with Iranian descent. Like we have an Afro guy who's playing on Feyenoord, like, and he's 16. So let's say in a couple of years he becomes really good. He breaks into that Feyenoord first team, plays good. He earns a big move to a bigger team, but he's not an Iranian citizen, right? And Ghalenoui, like, let's say he moves to like Barcelona, okay, right? And he's playing for Barcelona. Like, is Ghalenoui not going to call up this guy, or is he, even if he plays for Barcelona, or is he going to say, "Oh, I'm going to call this guy because he plays for Barcelona"? Like, that's kind of like,
if he plays for Barcelona, like, let's take hypothetical. If he plays for Barcelona, likely he will be getting called up by anywhere else he's descended from, and whatever place he's from, he'll choose other.
He's not an Iranian citizen. That's the thing. Because
you need to be Iranian citizen to play Team Melli, or you don't need to.
No, Dennis Eckert is not an Iranian citizen, and I understand. Like when they wanted to get Ashkan Dejaga, Reza Guchanajah, like these guys, and Saman Godusu Team Melli, it took quite some time for these guys to break into the national team because, like, I remember Dejaga, Iran were trying to get him onto the national team in like the 2010 World Cup, but they were having issues with him getting his visa or his citizen.
2014, because we didn't play in 2010, 2014 World Cup.
No. But I'm saying like in 2010, around 2010 or like 2009, we were trying to bring Ashkan Dejaga to Team Melli, but there was a lot of issues because he wasn't an Iranian citizen. He didn't have the visa. He hasn't been in Iran for such a long time. So, he had to get all these stuff, and it took some time, and it took about 3 years because he made his debut in 2012. Same thing with Reza Guchanajad. So, yes, I understand it's going to be a little time consuming, and that's the biggest weakness of Team Melli, because when you're an Iranian player and you want to like move to Europe, or when you want to take the next step to a bigger team like in Europe, it's really hard. Like, but if you're Japanese, it's really simple. That's the unfortunate thing about Iran. Like, if I play for Esteghlal and like a team for, let's say like a team in Russia or Croatia, or I don't even know, even Spain wants me, then it's going to be hard for me.
Yeah, but how about this? That Feyenoord guy, I actually don't know who this Feyenoord guy you're talking about.
He has like an afro. He's like 16. I mean,
yeah, so this is Feyenoord guy. The federation should realize this. Feyenoord is a big club in Europe. They should be
player too.
They should be organizing when players are young and they know they have Iranian descent. They should be on top of it when they're 16. Not necessarily to call them up, but in case they want to get called up at some point, the paperwork is done, it's all ironed out, and it's all ready to go. But the federation doesn't have the, they're not taking these steps beforehand. Lazy. They run into these issues later. So like this guy that at Feyenoord, right? Say he turns out to be a decent player. I don't know what other origins he's from, but let's say it's Iran. Where?
I think he's definitely a Dutch citizen. I don't know if he's fully Iranian, but let's just say he's half Dutch, he's half Iranian.
Let's say he's Dutch and Iranian, right? And you said he's a goalie?
No, he's like a center midfielder.
He's a center midfielder. Likely, he probably won't ever make it to a level that's in order that he'll start for the Netherlands, right? Say he's not getting, it's a lot like the situation that happens with the English national team, right? A lot of these African descent players that end up never getting that English call up end up finally submitting, and then going for the African team that they're descent from, right? Say this kid, he's never gonna. He realizes, the World Cup's coming around, that I'm not looking at the Dutch team. Iran is now, which is why it's so crucial for Iran to make the next step, because we are now at a spot where we will be at every World Cup for the foreseeable future. Iran will be there unless some political reason keeps us out. The players we have coming through consistently just out of our shitty league, Persian Gulf Pro League, are good enough to get us to the World Cup every year now. And especially with the 48-team World Cup, it's quite literally impossible for Iran to now make a World Cup. So you have this kid at Feyenoord, and he's not going to make the Dutch national team. He realizes that, Iran, this is a team that always goes to the World Cup, and I'm definitely good enough to go and be a starter for Iran. If they call me up, they call me up. When I was 16, we already got the paperwork done in case they wanted to call me up.
Well, no. This is the thing. If this guy could play for the U23 team, U16 team, then that will give him a bigger chance of earning that senior call up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So honestly, that's the thing. I mean, the thing is, our federation is being so lazy. Listen, we've done this in the past. Yes, it can be a little time consuming. It could be a little pain in the ass. I understand it, but the thing is, it's doable, and we've done it in the past with many players, and it's benefited with us. And we've seen the results. It just speaks for itself. So we need to keep doing this. If there's something in the past we've done and it's been very beneficial, we need to keep doing it. It's just very simple.
And it's the steps that aren't being taken. It's keeping.
Galinoy is just being lazy. He loves Iran,
and it's not necessarily Galinoy needs to be Galinoy needs to be looking at players ready for the team. Galinoy shouldn't be looking.
It is Galinoy, because when we had Carlos
he shouldn't be focused on a 16-year-old kid with Iranian descent from Feyenoord. He shouldn't be focused on that. He should be focused on players ready for the national team now. It's the scouts and everything for the federation, where the coaches in the federation that need to be.
The coach makes the decision. You see, I'm just saying, when Queiroz was our coach, he had one goal, and it was really simple. He said, my goal is to bring Iranian players to the national team from Europe who have Iranian descent. And he basically sends agents or scouts. They scout them. He sees them, and he makes the decision. Because remember, Amir Galinoy is the head coach of Iran. So he's the one who makes the selections. He's the one who makes the decisions. So if he's not going to scout them, or he's not going to go, because I've seen Amir Galinoy, he goes, watches every games in the Iran Pro League. Even same with England, Thomas Tuchel, he watches the Premier League games. Okay, and then if you were or I don't know, a different Spain, right? Their coach would go and watch players in the Premier League.
De La Fuente, yeah.
Okay, yeah, same thing. So, if you're not gonna go, that's fine. I mean, you need to go to Europe and watch players abroad play. So then, you'll see them and you accept them. I mean, why are you being so lazy? The Iran Pro League is not the best league. Does it have to be a player who is specifically an Iranian citizen? Yeah, I mean, what are your sport
That's for him to change his mindset on that. That's for.
I'm Team Galinoy.
This is the federation. I think everyone knows. It's just kind of riddled with.
Do you want him to be coach? Do you want I understand there's a lot of pros and cons with Amir Galinoy, and I at the end of the day, I do rate him. Yes, he has many weaknesses, but I do want to see him at the World Cup. He went through this phase. Don't sack him like Skocic. Give him the chance. If he does a terrible job, then sack him. Yeah. For the Asian Cup, because the Asian Cup is going to be in 2027. So
yeah, it's always the year after the World Cup, and 1000%, I'm fully against sacking, unless it's something so egregious, so bad.
No, don't sack him. Give him the chance.
No, even if I'm saying it has to be something so bad, not even results wise, something off the field, and you need to sack him, fine. But if it's nothing crazy, he should stay for the World Cup. We already let him do Asia Cup and do all of qualifying. You can't sack him, bro. You're just throwing away a bunch of work that he did and bringing in a new guy that has 5 months to get shit into order. But it is what it is, bro.
What are your score predictions?
I mean, yeah, let me pull up the games again, and then we'll give our predictions, and we'll head out of here.
The game tomorrow is going to be a little interesting because we're going to see a lot of new faces. So that's a big positive. And the funny thing is, Amir
Yeah.
Illinois is going to be forced to do this, even if he doesn't want to. He has to do it. Like he has no other choice because we do have some key injuries. But again, these games don't matter. So we will see some new faces. Hopefully they turn out well. Even if they don't play well, they're getting that international experience, which is preparing them for the World Cup. So this is good.
So what's your score prediction for Qatar
Well, this
and
game is
North
in
Korea?
Qatar. It's in Doha. I'm going to say 1-0 Team Melli or 2-1, but I'm going to be leaning with 1-0.
See, I'm in the because Qatar really needs to win. Like they need to, I think we will concede a goal. I could see this being like a 2-2, honestly. I could see this being Qatar, Iran 2-2 draw. And then how about the North Korea game?
Well, this game's in Iran.
Obviously.
I mean, last time Iran played North Korea, Shoja Khalilzadeh got a stupid red card, which was like no point of doing. I mean, we already had a 3-0 lead. Like, why are you trying to like I don't know why he made that foul against North Korea because we conceded 2 goals in the second half. I mean, I understand you're not like the best player, but like use your brain, like be a little smart. Like, okay, even if we concede a goal, okay, it's 3-1.
Who cares? Who gives a shit? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, of course, I don't like conceding goals. I mean, of course, it's good to keep a clean sheet. I mean,
and
I
in
understand.
qualifying,
Like,
sometimes goal difference might be in effect, but like we're gonna run this group easy. Like, who cares?
No. But I understand. Like, if you're the like last man and you have to take one for the team, yeah, do it. But the thing is, we were already 3 goals up. So even if they do score a goal, it's going to be 3-1. It's not like we were 1-0 ahead. They had a clear-cut chance. They had a counterattack, and then Shoja Khalizadeh wants to take one for the team.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say this game's going to end. I'm going to be a little positive. I'm actually going to say 4-0, and I'm going to stick to that. I hope that happens.
Yeah, I think, Korea, they have nothing to play for. They have literally nothing.
I mean,
they have nothing. Like, they can't even sneak. I think mathematically, they can't sneak into playoffs, even if they win both games.
No, they're eliminated.
They're done. So they have nothing.
Kazakhstan has a chance.
Huh?
I think Kazakhstan has a. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Kyrgyzstan does. I broke it down in my AFC preview video. Kyrgyzstan has a good chance at maybe sneaking into the top 4. But yeah, with North Korea, I'm gonna go with you. I think we should probably make easy work of this. I'll go 4 goals too. I think we concede again though.
I mean, we'll only concede if we become 10 men. I mean, we saw that last time. I mean, when
I'll go 3-0. I'll go 3-0. I think the keys for both games is Qatar.
The home game.
Yeah, I think the keys for both games is Qatar. Even if we play experimental lineup, be stronger, give a strong showing, win the game, try to win the game. And against North Korea, my really key is clean sheet, and give us a little bit of a goal fest.
Oh yeah, clean sheets is the most important thing. Like with Team Elite, like under Kairosh, like we never even concede. Like I think under the Kairosh era, like in the qualifications in 2014, 2018, we didn't concede no more than 3 goals in 10 games.
But our attack was boring. We did not play great for
our defense was very strong. My point is like you see in this World Cup campaign, we've already conceded 2 goals against Kazakhstan, 2 goals against North Korea. We conceded many goals. We've already almost conceded 10 goals. And it's funny because in the last World Cup qualifiers, we have not conceded no more than 4 goals in the entire World Cup qualifying campaign.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is this is a negative. I mean, I understand we're going to be missing some key players, but still, I want to see some new faces.
Yeah, look at this. 3-2 to North Korea, non-acceptable. 3-2 to Kyrgyzstan.
See, we have a good result against UAE, 2-0.
And then we always draw Uzbekistan. If you look at Iran and Uzbekistan's last games, it's either a 1-0 win, 1-1 draw, 2-2 draw, 1-0 win for Iran. It's always super close.
I mean, Uzbekistan is a dark horse team. I feel like they're the team that's on the rise.
I want to see them at the World Cup.
I can't really say they're a bad team. I mean, Uzbekistan is a solid side.
Yeah. But in the North Korea game, I don't want us to concede any. If we're going to concede against Qatar, it should be if we're 4-0 up and we're relaxed. It shouldn't be 1-1.
Like a consolation goal.
Yeah, like a consolation goal. It should be that. It shouldn't be Qatar scores first and it wakes us up. Like
because the last
consolation
game.
goal. Yeah, like
But
it shouldn't be that. But
here's the
so you're
thing.
saying 4-0. Oh no, sorry. You're saying 4-0 to North Korea. And what was your Qatar score?
See, I had two predictions, but I'm gonna come up with a final prediction. I'm gonna say Team Ali is gonna win 1-0 against Qatar. I mean, it's gonna
Qatar
be
1-0.
tight. I think we will find a goal sometime in the second half, but I think it's gonna be 1-0. I mean, it just really depends. See, if it's Iran, here's the thing of Team Ali. If it's their day, they will be prime Barcelona, prime Real Madrid. They'll play something like that. But if it's not their day, they'll play like absolute bozos who never even touched the ball. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna say 1-0, but I wouldn't be surprised if it when there was a different result for this game. So yeah.
And North Korea 4-0. I have 2-2 in the Qatar game, 3-0 in the North Korea game. We're gonna end it there. That was like 35 minutes longer than I wanted to be, but who cares? When I start talking about Iran, mostly negative things are said, but they need to be said.
I'm proud of Team Ali.
At least about the federation.
Team Ali is a good team.
People should be talking negatively to change the federation, basically. But
no, it's just mostly the federation. I'm proud of Team Ali.
The players, cool, do your thing. But at some point, the players need to deliver in the World Cup and get us to a knockout stage. You know what I mean? That's the goal for the next World Cup. So it's been me and your boy Derek. Not Derek. Why did I say Derek? Darren.
No, you're good.
Fucking me and Darren. Yeah, I think like last time we didn't do a post Iran game reaction because I was out of the country. But I think after the two games, we'll come back. And we'll be back after both of Iran's games. We'll be back with a breakdown of the two games and see, what happened, who started, and give our thoughts on both of those games. But until then, we will see you later. Thanks for watching, and yeah, like, subscribe, and peace.
Yeah.